உள்ள வாங்கப்பா, உள்ள வந்துட்டே குடிக்கலாம் வாங்க. வர மாட்டாங்கடா. ஹலோ உள்ள வாங்கப்பா, டீ குடிச்சிட்டு சாப்பிடலாம், உள்ள வாங்க. செக் பண்ணி அடிக்கடி. ஹலோ அப்படியா கேக்குதா? ஓகே நான் கேக்குதா? வாங்கப்பா. ஹலோ உட்காருங்கப்பா அப்படியே. அப்படியே சைடுல டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுங்க, அப்படியே உட்காருங்க சீட்ல. அரிசிக்கார மட்டும் அவன் அங்க வெளியே சுத்திட்டு இருக்கான். பேசுறான். பேச
Yeah, good morning all. We'll be starting the event in another 2 minutes. Please settle down as soon as possible. A small request from our side. Please keep all your mobiles in silent mode. Om Namak Shivaya. Om Amriteshwarye Namaha. Good morning to all the distinguished faculty, my dear friends, and the next generation of students of Amrita who are inside the hall and who will be here in a short while. Back in Amrita, where our dreams took flight, Amrita's classrooms were our guiding light. In green embrace, our hearts aligned with wisdom and with values intertwined. 25 years, a journey so grand, and now, together again, we proudly stand. In this Silver Jubilee reunion, let us celebrate the bonds of Amrita, the spirit of Amrita, forever great. On behalf of the 1995-99 batch of Amrita, I take immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the Amrita Alumni Silver Jubilee reunion for our batch. It is a joyous occasion to see so many familiar faces gathered here, reuniting after so many years. I'm Punita and I have with me Lokesh and Sunita, and we are honored to be part of the MC panel for this unforgettable event. We were the second batch to graduate from this esteemed institution, and today we are here to reflect on our cherished memories, to honor our significant milestones, to appreciate our commendable achievements, and to celebrate our enduring friendships that have stood the test of time. To mark the auspicious beginning of our Silver Jubilee reunion, we would like to invite 5 of our esteemed faculty to join us in lighting the ceremonial lamp, a lamp that symbolizes the light of knowledge and the lasting spirit of Amrita. We would like to invite Professor Parameshwaran sir, Professor Devarajan sir, Professor Joshi C. Haran sir, Professor Sindhu ma'am, and Professor Anita ma'am to come forward to light the lamp. I request all to stand up for lighting the lamp. Thank you, sirs and ma'am. Let's take a moment to honor a cherished tradition. For 4 years, we began each day with a college prayer, a ritual that holds a special place in our hearts even after 25 years. It's only fitting that we come together today to recite it once more, 25 years later, as a testament to the unbreakable bond we share. Let's all rise for the college prayer.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।
As we gather here to celebrate and reconnect, let's take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us. Over the years, we have lost some of our dear friends, classmates, and faculty members who were an integral part of our lives at Amrita. We have also lost some of our beloved family members who supported us greatly during those days. Their presence is deeply missed and their memories remain forever etched in our hearts. The joy and impact they brought into our lives are immeasurable, and their spirit continues to guide us even today. We, the alumni of the 1995-99 batch, would like to take a moment to pay our silent tribute to the lost souls who were closely knit with our Amrita life. So Ganesh from Production Department, Saravanan from EEE Department, Lakshmi Kantan from EEE Department, Palanivel sir, the hostel warden, Jagdishan from EEE Department, Sundarrajan sir, the ECE HOD in our times, Ajita ma'am, a faculty in the chemistry department during our times, and apart from this, we have Professor Kandasamy sir from the mathematics department, Professor Thirumalini ma'am from the mechanical department, and Palanivel sir from the hostel administration. And we are sorry if we would have missed a few. Now, this very moment when we are all here again together after 25 years, let's fondly remember them all with a moment of silence, reflecting on the love and wisdom they shared with us. As we bow our heads, let us also offer our silence as sound and deep prayer for cosmic peace, wishing for serenity and tranquility for their souls and for the universe. A 1-minute silent prayer for all the lost souls. Thank you all. So Amrita is like a second home for us. While we don't need a formal welcome to our own home, it is a cherished tradition and a meaningful gesture. To extend this welcome, it is my pleasure to invite the alumni coordinator of Amrita, Mr. Vijay Narayanan. Vijay has been instrumental in organizing this reunion and ensuring that our connections with the institute remain as vibrant as ever. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Vijay to the stage for the welcome address.
Namshivaya. A very warm good morning to all of you. I had a prepared speech, but after I saw the excitement and the fun that you all had in the morning, that entire speech is gone actually. So this is going to be completely extempo, except for a slide that I have prepared, which will tell you what the Amrita University is today. You know the history, you have been the trailblazers here. But I'll just take you through what we are today also. So once again, I welcome all of you to this wonderful day, the 25th reunion, the 25 years of celebrations, memories, and milestones. Welcome back to Amrita, the batch of 95-99 of I.Tech, Amrita Institute of Technology and Sciences. Welcome all. So, who we are today? Back then we were one campus. Today we are 9 campuses across multiple states. In Coimbatore we have the headquarters. We have in Amrutapuri, Kollam. Then we have in Bangalore. Then the Kochi campus, the Mysore campus, the Chennai campus, the Amaravati campus, the Faridabad campus, and the Nagarkoil campus. So specifically Kochi and Faridabad has the medical facilities. Mysore has the arts and science facilities. Nagarkoil, Amaravati, Bangalore, Amrita Coimbatore and Chennai has the engineering and management facilities also. Student strength. Your batch was around 200 and the first batch was around 160. Today we are 24,000 plus. Faculty wise, we are 1,700 plus at any given point of time. Programs offered, we had engineering, we had a couple of diploma courses and all back then. Right now we have engineering, management, medical sciences, life sciences, physical sciences, agricultural sciences, arts and humanities, social and behavioral sciences, and we are still growing. We are planning to launch a couple of programs in the coming years also. So we are ever growing. We are one of the fastest growing universities in India and the youngest. So you might remember the campus from the old times, and you have seen a glimpse of it today morning in the campus tour. So let's break down that campus to what it is. So we are now offering engineering, School of Business, Physical Sciences, Computing, AI, Arts and Humanities in Coimbatore campus. Student strength is around 8,000 plus. Faculty strength is around 500 plus. The entire campus is 420 acres. We have 4 main blocks, 3 basically for engineering and 1 for the business school. 1 more engineering block is coming up. Next we have the corporate and industries relations block, where Professor Parmeshwar and his team works really hard to get all of us placed. We have 6 research centers in the campus. We have a central library block. We have a central kitchen block which serves almost 24,000 meals a day. Then we have 3 canteens also. And back then you remember you have 2 hostels. Now we have 3 hostels, out of which 2 are international standards. And then the facilities operated for the extracurriculars. We have gymnasiums, football, we have the Olympic standard, swimming pool, basketball courts, volleyball courts, whatnot. You mention it, we have it here. So you saw the campus today and you have the memories of what you have been or you have seen here when you were here for the 4 years. So I got hold of some old pictures. So I'm going to take you back in time through a small video. Thank you. Before that, okay, I'll come back to this later. So this is the video. Bhavanam. This is a view from AB1 to the labs. Another one from the labs. This is again from, this is the Maitri Bhavanam block. This is the power generation unit we had. Your labs. This is fluid mechanics lab. This is the powerhouse and the transformer which we still have. The mess hall. The Ragasudha club room, the same place where you are seated now. The clinic, the old canteen. This is the canteen next to the MBA block. The TV room in the hostel. This is the polymer engineering lab. This is again polymer. The same place, the same lab, the same room here. This is again fluid mechanics, if I'm right. Thermal lab. And Sanjeev research lab. Computer lab. This is the store block. I'm not sure if it was there when you were here. This is the same block that we are right now, Amriteshwari Hall and the block. Entrance to this room. And the Vyasa Maharshi hostel. I will share the link to this video to all of you so that you can cherish it when you go back home to your homes also. So we'll come back to one more slide which I missed out, the ranking and accolades. Today the university is ranked with a NAC A++, which is the highest any university can get in India. And our score was also very impressive, 9.71 out of 10. As per the NIRF ranking that is released by the Ministry of Education in 2023, we are the 7th best university in India. As per the Atal Innovation Rankings, we are ranked 4th. Times Higher Education, their world ranking placed us in 1st in sustainability in India and 81st across the world. All our engineering programs are NBA accredited and the MBA program is accredited by AACSB. And we are also a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan winner twice in the whole of India. So with that, thank you and enjoy your day. And welcome back to the campus once again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vijay, for that warm and heartfelt welcome. And a special thanks to you for taking us 25 years down the memory lane. You have put in countless hours to make this event a reality, and we are so grateful to you for your efforts. We also would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us live. Around 20 have joined us live so far from various parts of the world. We know that many of you couldn't be here in person, but your minds and spirits are right here with us in the Amrita Ettimadai campus. Your presence, even from afar, is deeply felt and appreciated by all of us. To hear from some of the esteemed faculty members who have played a crucial role, a pivotal role in shaping our academic journeys as well as our careers. Their wisdom and their guidance have left a lasting impact on all of us, and we are honored to have many of our faculty members with us here today, each of them ready to share their insights and reflections. Let's begin by welcoming our first faculty speaker. I don't want to mention his name, but I would like to share one of the unique lessons that he has taught us. We don't remember much of the classes on orthographic projections or auxiliary views or front view or top view that he had taught us, but what we remember the most is his unique lesson on sharpening a pencil. So, it's not... Okay. It's not just about sharpening the pencil, but it's about the discipline that has been inculcated in us through that smallest task of sharpening the pencil, and that discipline continues to guide us in our everyday life even today after 25 years. So this professor doesn't need an introduction here. Please join me in welcoming Professor Joshi C. Haran, sir. We are glad to have you here, sir.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Amrita Vishwa Namaha. So there is an opportunity after a long time to again be with all of you. And way back, just memories which you will not normally know. So I'll go way back even beyond this starting of the college. I was without job. I was without job, and Amma thought she should start a college to give me a job. You understand this? Because I quarrel everywhere, and wherever I go, I fight. So normally, I used to be checked out of the jobs. So Amma decided she will have her college. So I was working there at some time there also. Then I told Amma, see, I can't work there, I'm going to resign. She initially said no, but then finally she said yes. So I resigned and came out and was sitting at home. My father was still there, so he used to take care of me. And then I got a call from the ashram saying, come down, we have to go to Coimbatore to start the engineering college. I stayed there, wrote down the application, everything, and finally, in fact, the team at that time was Brahmachari Jayashankar, who later became Abhyamrita, then Gopan, who now has become the Brahmachari Matra Kripamrita Chaitanya. So they were the people who were with me to help and all that. And then finally we made the application, wrote it down, and to get it blessed by Amma, we were going to Amritapuri, heavily raining and a lot of problems. Finally, anyway, we reached there on time just before Amma was leaving for US. We got the application blessed by Amma, and then it was given. Within a month's time, of course, the inspection came, and of course that's the time I should remember Kokilama. She's the one who really did the job. If you do not know, I think, ma'am, Kokilama, ma'am, we need to know. I mean, because she, you should know her. She is a very special lady. She went to Trivandrum. I told her I gave the forms to Amma, got it blessed, and then Amma went to Trivandrum to take the flight. And she went to see her off. And then Amma caught her and said, you immediately go to Coimbatore, find a place for starting the college. So she straight, did not even tell her husband, straight came to Coimbatore, started searching, and finally got a place in Ganapati, a building, and that is a place where we really started off with the college. And in fact, after coming back also, it is not that she just looks for the house. He actually, at that time, we were a bit late, so we had not got permission from the Bharatiya University. So we needed to get the permission from the syndicate of the Bharatiya University. So we used to go together to meet all these syndicate members, and individually we explained that Amma is going to start a good college. It will be beneficial for the Coimbatore city and so on. So that's how we finally got the permission from Bharatiya University also. There were 3 colleges we started at that time. We, Ramakrishna, and then Maharaja College. The Maharaja's college already closed down, but other 2 we are there. And then, of course, we started the college. We started a bit late. We got students who were in the last list of the Tamil Nadu rank list. And that's how we started. And first batch is only 120 students, though Vijay said he got more. Sorry. Actually, it was 40 students and 3 branches. Next year, of course, computer branch was added. So that's how we started. So these are all old memories, struggling like that. And interesting is, before this, I used to talk to Amma about this starting of the college. And I was working in a college with bad reputation. That's why I had to resign and come out. So I was one day telling Amma, this is bad college. Amma said, let us buy that college. You understand this? And in my limited mind, I said, Amma, that needs a lot of money. Amma, who is going to start an engineering college, to her I am telling that it needs a lot of money. So it doesn't make a difference whether you buy a building or you construct it ourselves. So then it went on like that, and finally we started the place. I remember we started the college there on 7th November 1994. And then we started the construction also almost at the same time. I don't remember the date though. But we shifted this college on 25th July 1995. Yeah, interestingly, I officially joined this place on 22nd July 1994. So I completed 30 years a few days back. And interestingly, unknowingly, our people arranged a felicitation for me. But, they did not know I completed 30 years. There was, for promoting yoga, I was felicitated. So I think I already taken a lot of time. So thank you all for being here, coming back, meeting me, and so on. So, and I deeply pray that all of you do much, much better onwards. I mean, from now onwards. I had in my mind, I thought I should talk to you differently, but then finally, this is what I'm supposed to have told you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for being such an integral part of an educational journey. I also have a personal, I need to express my personal gratitude also to Joshi C. Haran, sir, but I will reserve it for the end of the event. And for the next speaker, I would like to call a person. You cannot imagine like a student from a second batch of an institution going to institutions like HAL and Bell to do their internship at the end of their third year. It is Professor Parameshwaran sir who created that opportunity for all of us, and that's the starting point of our career journey. The exposure that we got during those internships, staying in Bangalore with our friends, exploring Bangalore. So all that was possible due to the efforts of Professor Parameshwaran sir. So we would like to, he's not there? He left. Okay. Okay, we would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to Professor Parameshwaran sir for creating such opportunities for us. So, as the next speaker, we would like to invite Professor Ilangovan sir. Yeah, please join me in welcoming Professor Ilangovan sir.
Good morning, everyone. It has really been a pleasure and a real blessing to work in such a great institution. And sometimes you don't understand the value of it unless you leave the college and go to, a so-called other kind of institutions. I happen to be an accident academician. I was with HMT. HMT went down in I was in the R&D in Bangalore, and then I suddenly put up an application, and then I didn't know, the college what I am going to join. This is a new city to me, and then I just came here. The first day I got down, I met Marimuthu and another Ilangovan here in this college. And then we came for an interview. Interview went well. I spoke about something about, I still remember spoke about something about rapid prototyping, which we did in HMT, and then, later now it has become one of the most sought after kind of engineering manufacturing method now. It breaks down all the entire rules of conventional engineering, and so that's one of the big thrust areas nowadays. It is, I remember our students here, I was given the task of being a CAD/CAM manager. There was a software called IAEC, and then I remember that, and then I had to, train students on that kind of this. We started little by little. There was the SDRC's idea software came up, and then once we started doing it with dedication, and I had a small team with me. Vinayan was there to help me out, and evenings, every evening we used to conduct a training program for the students. Students were not allowed to go outside the campus for any kind of a further learning, and because we were away from the city, and then they had the only opportunity that they had to learn. So Saturdays, except Sundays, Saturdays, every evening the lab was overcrowded. Very, very, you will not see this any other place. It was fully crowded. People were there, and a lot of training we did. I still remember, and those students who were quite early to imbibe CAD/CAM into them, they all got placed very well in the CAD/CAM field. I still remember a lot of people went into that direction. CAD/CAM was used to bring in a lot of placement, a good placement those days, and I should be very happy and thankful to the management, which every time you show them kind of a result, they used to, again, for the next software, they used to buy the next software. After the next software, the hardware was changed. Every time, it was kept on updating. It so happened that the best machines was there always in the CAD/CAM lab until the Param came. And it was so nice working with all of you, every one of you here. My students, whoever must be there in your 40s now, and all of you are parents, and then you know how it is, how parenting is. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's been really a blessed. I'm really happy that I'm a part of this big university. Today, this university stands very tall in the entire country, and the vibe that it creates once you enter the hall with the prayer and the kind of this, you don't get this any other place. And I've seen in other colleges, there is no truth in their journal publication. There is no truth in their PhD. That's it. Like, here is what you are, and then you can always vouch for your quality of your contribution to your academic excellence. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words and for being a part of our growth story. Next, I would like to request Srivalsan sir to share a few words with us.
Om Namah Shivaya. So when I came in today into this hall, I was trying to remember faces from the studious Kripa to the mischievous Sarivu Murugan, so it was so, and I could see the excitement in everybody's face, as Haran sir also mentioned, I also landed up, fortunately I was not kicked out of that college, where I was working. So when this college was starting in 94, so I came in only by 95. And at that time, I hope you all remember those photographs which were shown by Vijay. It was too nostalgic, Today when you see the campus, you can really make out the difference and how big we have grown with Amma's grace, the ever-flowing love from her to the society. And Haran sir was mentioning that Amma told him, why don't we buy that college? And how Haran sir reacted to it. But Amma went on to buy 3 colleges, 3 campuses for that matter. The Chennai campus was bought. A college was already existing there. It was bought from the, I don't know how many of you know, the Maxis, the Aircel guy, Shivashankaran. He was running that college, and it was not functioning, so Amma bought that. Another campus in Nagarkoil, which is a large campus, which was Sun College of Engineering, where a number of courses were running, so she went on to buy that. And we also bought a campus in Coimbatore, SVS College, where our School of Agriculture and School of Architecture is now functioning. So that's about 25 kilometers, it's on the Pollachi Road. So, so that happened, sir. So that's the way Amma works, and then we have seen how things have been happening in all the campuses. And when you come back here, we know, I think this is what the kind of people Amma wanted to be out there in the society, helping the society, and being a role model for everybody out there, or young minds out there. I know that you have found success in each of your lives, and you're having a good, you are having a good career. I can't, because like when we say we wish you a good career, no, we want you to be more successful in each of your lives, rather than mostly not only career, as a person, as a family. Going back to those times, yes, I hope the few things that you always remember, and even when students, any of the students, even today, the later batches, when they come, a few of the things that they remember is the Gokulashtami that we used to celebrate, and which is even now celebrated with high favor. So that's something. And then now we have something called Anokha, which is a campus fest, tech fest that we have. So these are a couple of things more than what they've learned in the class, that they go through these experience, and then what they carry from here, apart from the knowledge that they carry from the classrooms, And it's good to see some of our professors coming back. Professor Devarajan sir, Koklama, who used to stay within the campus at that time in '99. When I came in '95, there was no residences here. But I remember Haran sir, Devarajan sir, Radhakrishnan sir, if you remember, physics, and Rajalakshmi madam, they all used to stay inside the campus. Dr. Narayan Pillai sir used to stay outside the campus, even though he was the principal. And I moved into the campus only in 2000, when the residences were. In fact, I'll be completing this December 30 years here, like most of the stalwarts who are sitting in the front row here. So it's been a big journey. And that time when you were here, actually, you were part of the, when it was literally growing, that 95 to 99 was the time when the university really, or the college literally grew, Haran sir was telling that the students who were selected or we could get is from the last part of the, But by the time you were in the first batch of computer science, and when you were going out, I know that in 1999, Amrita seats used to get filled first, even before any other college in the .2. At that time it was .1 and .2. So in .2, Amrita's seats used to get filled first in computer science. So that's the legacy that you have left behind. It's all part of, what you are part of. And I've been very happy to be part of this journey along with you. And thank you for coming back. And good to see you here again. And let's pray for Amma's blessings, for your continued success as a family, as a person. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experiences with our batch. And we were amazed with your memory, right from remembering the studious Kripa to the naughty Arivu Murugan. Okay. And we are also grateful for you for setting up such an excellent computer infrastructure in the campus, even in the late 90s. We have never seen such a computer infrastructure in any college, and the credit goes to Srivalsan sir. We are ever grateful for that. Next, I would like to invite Dr. Supriya ma'am from the Jubilee department to address us.
Om Amriteshwari Namaha. This batch is special to all of us because they were the first batch as far as I was concerned. I was given the counselorship for this batch, especially Jubilee. I think I was involved with computer science. I was taking some subject for them because that time, Jubilee was very small. We were working under the leadership of Radhamani ma'am, Devran sir. And it was a unique experience taking class for them, being with them. because we had nothing else to do rather, because our only thought was they should grow, they should learn more. That was the only impact thought that we had with us. I think that's why we were trying to give best. Rather than telling that now the students are not friendly to us, I would put it the other way, maybe I am not giving enough time to them because I am engaged in so many other responsibilities also. So with these words, I wish them all good luck. I think I'm very sorry that I could not even recognize Pradeep, though he was with my student. Of course, Punita, Usharani, most of the girls I could recognize. I wish all of you good luck and really great of you to organize such a function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for complimenting the girls over here, saying that they still look younger and all the guys are not recognizable these days. And also, I would like to express one special gratitude to Supriya ma'am. She is the only faculty who dared to accompany us during our IVs in our third year and final year. While most of the faculty refused to accompany us, she is the only one who accompanied us during all the IVs. We are ever grateful for that. So friends, what are your most cherishable memories in the college? The first cherishable memory? Canteen. The next? Yeah, sports day, right? So when we think about the sports day, who is the first person who comes to your mind? Yeah, Kumareshan sir. We are glad to welcome Kumareshan sir here to share a few words with us.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Amardeshwari Namaha. I joined here in the institution on 3/7/95. So at the time when the second batch was there, I was with only 1 year experience. So the very first appointment, I got it here only as a 12th faculty. So I have completed 29 years of experience and running 30 years now. Actually, initially, Swamiji has given dual role to me. So you have to take care of the hostel as well as you have to take care of sports. Apart from the academic hours, most of the students are with us, either in hostel or in the ground. So at that time in 97-98, we conducted Bharatiyar University intercollegiate tournament, that means volleyball tournament here in our campus. And every year we used to conduct the intramural competition, then annual sports meet. Not only that, whenever we are conducting any function in the campus, so always the students are with us in organizing and arranging all those decorations over the campus. Because in those times, so our institution started growing in that time, so they were with us. Because our institution is not that much familiar, but you were a part of it to make this to this level now. See, our institution is quite new at the time. Then you gave your full cooperation, not only in hostel, not only in education level, not only in sports. So all the activities you were undergone with your fullest commitment. We had a lot of opportunities in getting the laurels during that time. Still I am remembering Premnath, and Nidish PR, then your senior Mansis TN, Sumal C. Parvat. So all those guys used to get many laurels in intercollegiate weightlifting competition, and then they participated in inter-university competitions. So we were a part of in this journey. So now we are again going back to this cherishable memory. But that was the first point which we have started with you. So thank you for your journey with us for the entire year till 1999. Still we are continuing the same level. I pray to Amma to shower her bountiful blessings on each one of us to grow higher and higher. All the best. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for contributing to our holistic development. Next, I would like to invite one person who is admired by all the hostlers, okay, and a person who rechristened one of the members of our batch as Pannayar. Yeah, any guesses of who has been rechristened as Pannayar? Yeah, Panni Selvam. Okay. So may I now request Bhagavina sir, the hostel warden of our times, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. First of all, I thankful all alumni for organizing this program in our Coimbatore campus, because I have seen many functions. Only very few has to organize their 25th Silver Jubilee in the campus and inviting all your teachers for this program. First of all, I am hats off to all alumni, because this is great, because you people only invite all the faculty members. I am very, very, very proud of you. After seeing you, I am overwhelmed with your joy and happiness. Then, when I have joined in this campus, 26/6/1998, at that time you all were doing final year. At that time, I am also joined the sports department. Myself, Dr. Kumaresan were there. Then in the hostel, same thing, Swamiji has called him in the office. See, Bhagavinar, you have to take not only the sports, you have to take charge of the hostel also. So at that time, there are only 4 members were there in the boys hostel. Palnivel Swami, I think so you all will remember, Brahmachari. Palnivel Swami is the chief warden. Then Kalyana Kumar, the terror person in the hostel. Then Kumaresan and myself. So at that time I can remember there is only 624 students are there. I am telling, I can, after 624, I can remember 580 students, 580 with name. Now itself in this alumni 95 batch, you people are here with me only for just 8 months. I can recall all the names, just matter of, I will call all the names, please stand up. Samjit, his roll number 95 PR 16, please confirm it. I am correct? Arivu Murugan from Tanjavur, 95 CS 003, please confirm. Right. Then Soban Babu, volleyball player. I will fastly, I will recall, please stand up. Abhilash Babu. Yeah, Madheswaran, great athlete. Now his appearance completely changed. Then Prem Anand, bodybuilder. Yeah, please stand up. Then Nitin Manogaran, he is here. Oh, he is also the best bodybuilder. Then Samjit. Sorry. Manoj, settled player. Vibin. Pannir Selvam, Pannayar. Here I want to recall it. They came to my office by last Thursday for inviting for this alumni function. 5 came to my office. When I see the Samjit, I can easily recognize. Then first time after 25 years, I am meeting Mr. Pannirselvam, but I can't. The face is very familiar, but I am unable to recognize. First, I can remember some hint. He used to come to the hostel. Why means? For Samjit, every weekend by Saturday or evening, Friday evening, one vehicle will come from Trichur. So, all the students were waiting for the vehicle. So, in that vehicle, because at the time, gate pass is very, very strict. Monthly, we used to give only one gate pass. So, students will not be given any pass, fully engaged. So, Friday evening or if it miss Sunday afternoon, the vehicle will come. Nearly some 20 to 30 students will waiting in the step. Within 5 minutes, he will brought the other Pepsi, Coca-Cola, then lay so many chips there. Within 5 minutes, all department students will take items and within everything will be finished. He will not get anything else. Then I think so. I can also remember his room number also, F110 in the first floor. Whenever we are going for attendance, in that room, all except all will be there. Because he is the person who will mingle with all the, especially for sports day. 24 hours he is with us only. I can remember this is my first sports day, 1999, January 4, 1, 1998. We are conducting sports day for 2 days. Morning it will start. That day we are digging the hole for putting the flag, everything else. I can remember we had to iron that flag, national flag as well as our college flag. At that time we have no ironing facility, but at that time 10 o'clock I called Samjit, please we got to iron this flag. Suddenly I called Samjit, even he may forget it, he ironed that flag and keep it in the room. F110. Morning by 7 I went to that room. He was sleeping. I had taken that flag and hoisted the, like that. He was very wonderful guy. He was supporting all, not only sports, for all. Then another thing, then cultivating. I'm very proud of you. You people nearly cultivate 2,000 samplings in our campus. Because this campus is looking very green because of you people. Because at that time there was no technology for CCTV. Then another thing, okay, these are my sweet memories. So my best wishes for all the students to whenever coming to campus have your sweetest memory with us. Then always welcome. Then another last thing, I think so most of will be the age group of 46 to 49. Okay, correct? Okay, your date of birth will be 76 to 79. Okay? Okay, right. Then some of your son and daughter are also studying here. Abhilash Babu, I think so. Abhilash Babu, then the singer is here. Vijit Nambiar, I think so. Then some, I can remember only few girls. That Preeta, Punita, Usha, Lakshmi Nambiar, then somehow, because why I am calling this, because when we are going for Amirapuri, for Amma's birthday program, these are the people to help us for full time work. With the tireless work, we do the seva work. So I am very, very proud of you. Keep in touch, take the sweet memories. Be good, do good. Be happy, make others happy. God bless you. Thank you. All the very best. Namaskar. Actually, today I have, 2 months before I have undergone surgery, knee surgery, ACL tear as well as medial meniscus. Today actually is my review at Ganga Hospital. Because of you people, I postponed to next Saturday. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for the love and affection you have always showered on our batch. And we were really amazed to see your memory power from remembering all the bodybuilders in our batch to Samchit's snack. And we were really surprised when he said about the bike that Paneer used to bring on the sports day. We should really learn from you the tricks about how to enhance our memory skills. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I would like to invite Bhagavati Shivakumar, sir, the coolest person I have known in this campus.
So, Namashivaya, are you seeing any changes in my face today? I am asking my colleagues. Of course, you are not seeing. Whether you are seeing it or not, I am feeling it. It is indeed a great honor for me to stand before all of you with Amma's blessings and everybody's prayer. I think we have been marching ahead. So, one thing I can talk for at least an hour or so about all the friends at that time, not only CSE, because everybody was part of the team, right? We are only very limited people, resources were very limited. I think Steve Wilson may agree, right? Only one thing I want to bring it to your notice here, right? So at that time, we didn't have any technical context. As an association, I think you are the one, especially from the various departments, we have formed the associations. From the CSE, I think we have coined this association called ASCII. I think as part of that, every department used to organize various events. I think TechnoSurge was the event we designed. So why I am saying is that, so now we have hundreds of facilities, hundreds of resources available. So I think whether our students remember or not, for putting the podium in the first floor, we have to literally take 9 podiums in the classroom. So imagine now, think of the situation, what we are experiencing, what we have done, right? Our students have to literally lift all the platforms in the classrooms of 9 at that time, make a podium for TechnoSurge. I think when people like even Yaswant Kanekar used to come, right? So that was the commitment the students had. Even though we had very limited students, I think at that time 450 students came. So I again appreciate all of you for setting the tone. I think that's what made your youngsters, right? Again, Srivalsan ji was mentioning. So even in today's our presentation, when we start about Department of CSE, we always quote this, right? To parents, those who are getting admitted. In our very first batch, we secured gold medal. Yeah, again I request Dr. Kripa to stand. I think she deserves all the accolades. You cannot even imagine in an institution, the very first batch with Dr. Aran, whatever Joshi Saran was sharing, with so many limitations. I think the Bharatiyar University, we were able to secure a gold medal. I think that set the tone. And again, as Punita and others were mentioning, the very first batch and second batch, we got the Best Employee Award. So that's what set the tone, right? That made companies to visit again and have a look at all our, not talking about only CSE, about all our students, right? So you as a team, you as a young generation at the time, had set your goals and vision and you have done excellently. I sincerely feel that, so that's what is deriving the path to all of us. I am extremely happy, and so many occasions, so many tours. And again, one thing I want to mention is that I had the unique opportunity, still no one can beat that record. I have been associated with this batch for every semester teaching a course. I think nobody can break that record, right? Sometimes we were missed because this was forced, right? So only 2 faculties or 3 faculties we were first semester, basic engineering and electronics. So then somebody was talking about the data structures and algorithm. I'm extremely happy. So the textbook that covered, can I have a copy of that? A student asked. So whether I have taught in the right way, Dr. Arun may be knowing very well. He has asked me to teach programming course where Arun sir was also a student for the previous, he was senior batch, right? So every semester, algorithms, system software, engineering economics management. One student came and told me that you taught this course in this semester, engineering economics management. I was surprised. System software. So that was another thing. So whatever you achieve, I take this credit. If you are not doing, I am also taking the blame for that. So to some extent, right? So I am very, very happy, and we have been associated with so many events, so there were no facilities in the open air auditorium. Literally, along with minimal support, I think Shivalsan ji again may be remembering, our students were lifting along with Arimurugan's team. And again, one more thing, that affection was there, as Dr. Supriya was mentioning. Maybe all of us are pondering now, what happened to that bonding, right? So, again, I am very thankful to each one of you for inviting all of us here. I wish you all good luck. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for all your support and guidance to each one of us all through these years. And as we celebrate our Silver Jubilee reunion today, we recognize that some of our esteemed faculty members unable to join us have shared their messages through audio and video recordings. Let's take a moment to listen attentively as they convey their heartfelt messages and wisdom, reminding us all of their enduring impact on our lives. Please join us in cherishing these recordings as a tribute to their guidance and dedication. So the first faculty, Deva Senadipati sir from Production Department. So while the recording is getting ready, if we invite any of the faculty members over here who would like to share their experiences with our batch to come forward to the stage. Any faculty member? Yeah, please welcome Lalita Mani ma'am.
Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you, Punita, and many others for remembering me. Okay, welcome you all. Nice to meet you all after a long time. So I joined Amrita somewhere in the mid of October 98. So the first batch, I think 1 year I spent with you. So the first assignment, since I joined in October, already the subjects were allocated, and Professor Ramanathan was the first founder HOD. Since his Sadabhishekam is going to happen soon, he couldn't travel and join us today. And we had Professor Subramaniam also on those days, who was also a syndicate member of Bardiyar University that time. So they both also were helping for a lot of developments along with Gokilaman, Devarajan sir and Haran sir for the Bardiyar University procedures and regulations to be approved in getting the approval processes and so forth for our I-Tech Engineering College. So the first course that was handled by me for you was computer networks. If I am right, I don't know how many of you remember. So it was on the RPC, remote procedure calls and so on. Well, why I am remembering is, whenever Vivek Menon is here, he is working in Amritapuri. So I don't know if he had gone to US, I don't know he's back or what. So he used to always mimic me of how I took the first class, networks class. So whenever he meets me, he'll tell RPC, remote procedure call. Okay, so those days it was all like not students, students and faculty. It was a family kind of friendship kind of friends. We were also young, so the gap was very close. So the faculty members were accompanying the IV and lot of visits wherever we were. So it was a very close relation. I remember I attended Kripa's marriage. Our ex-previous registrar, Sir Krishnamurthy sir, had also joined that time. And I remember Suraj telling that time, instead of CS faculty are being here for project, Suraj. Okay, so he used to tell, I want to do project on fractals and images, right, with Soman sir. So why not any guide that you can choose from the CSE department? No, I was interested in fractals, but it was a healthy way and it was encouraged. So that encouragement and motivation factor and team spirit had gone long way, brought Amrita to this level. So as an administrative work, first work was given, assignment given in the department was on the placement. So that time placement cell was not separate. Only 3 members were in the placement department, Professor Parameshwaran sir, Maya ma'am and Venkati is no more. Punita, you could have added Venkati sir also in the slide. Okay, it's a message that we are giving. So only 3 members were there and there was no training happening. And we faculty members have to give the complete training. So I remember as Srivatsan sir, Bhagavati Shivakumar sir told, the resources were very minimum. We have an internet facility was there. I remember Indra Sairam ma'am staying at Kuniyamuttur and we will copy it in a floppy disk, whatever mail we have to send, and she will go there, dial up lines, she will send mails. And later a browsing center came. And then what we are supposed to do, the pre-placement talk of a company. If any company is coming, those days it was I-Nautics. So I small I, then Nautics, capital letter N it starts with. So why is that I small? We have to browse. How many employees are there? The faculty will go there and browse about the company details, what platform they are working, what environment it is, what projects are on, how many employees are there, where is it located, and so on. And then we come back to the class and we tell the students, this is what about the company. That's the pre-placement talk. So when the company comes, we have to prepare for that. And now we have AUMS system. We have an online examination conducted through AUMS and which was very powerful during COVID time, which we were used. So that system, that module got developed by these batches experience. We have to do, those days cyclo-styling was the method that we will do, and manual correction we have to do for the placement aptitude test. So that's after the college hours. After 4:30, we'll start with 4:30 to 5:30, one batch and so on. So we have to do cyclo-styling and manual question setting. And then whenever the faculty is free and the student is free, technical interviews, all training of technical interviews will take place. So now that experience slowly got converted into the AUMS online module, which we are using currently now. And then I know about the labs. We do not have any laptops or anything. I know only CP Lab 1 was there. Evening, immediately the students on booking system will go and register and utilize the lab. But that traditional practice is still the better practice for learning, I tell. Okay, whatever laptops we have, we land up in many things, browsing, flat browsing, and waste our time. The actual learning takes place in the real lab environment setting that we had worked. So these are few, because Ariv Murugan is telling, ma'am, only 2 minutes, 1 minute, please speak for 1 minute, 2 minute less time. So I think I'm done. So all the best for all of you. Thanks for joining us and making the days memorable.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your fond memories with our batch. And Arivu Murugan is still proving that he is the naughtiest in this batch. Okay, now going to the faculty recordings, we are starting with Deva Senadipati sir from production department. Babu Deva Senadipati sir from production department.
Connect with. Good day to you all. I'm very happy to connect with you online, though I miss you all very much today morning. I was very excited when Panir and Sanjit and all called and said about the alumni meeting. It was very nostalgic for me too, because it was during the start of my career that I interacted with you, and the memories are still very fresh. And through the WhatsApp chat and through a few of you, I came to understand that our batch of students are doing exceedingly well. I'm very happy about it. Let's stay connected. Look forward to meeting you shortly. Have a very good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Next we have Raghuram sir from Production Department.
Congratulations to the Silver Jubilee batch. I was actually surprised when I saw Panni's message saying it is 25 years already. Yours was the first batch for me, and I taught machine tool technology for you. And also I was with the RKS when he taught tool design, as I worked in that field earlier. And I remember spending a lot of times discussing on the train also from college to Coimbatore. We used to sit in a batch and on the train, and we used to go back home. And Babu and I spent a lot of time working with your class, exploring psychology and how to achieve success and happiness. And as you reflect on your journey, remember the lessons learned and nurture the friendships made. These college friends will help you a lot as you keep moving in life, and that is the friendship which carries for a long time. Keep striving for excellence and make a positive impact in your respective fields. I wish you continued success and many more achievements ahead. I'm now in Maryland, US, working as a project manager in IT. I've shifted from mechanical, and I'm also excited to announce that I published my first book. It is called Unleash Your Exergy, and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And on behalf of our batch, a big congratulations for your publication of the first book. Next we have Venugopal sir from Jubilee Department.
Hello, my dear students. I'm extremely sorry I couldn't make it to the reunion. Believe me, I really wanted to attend it. But as I explained to Punita, I had a robotic competition here with a lot of French delegates, professors and embassy people. So I could not find time to make it there to Coimbatore. But my heartfelt wishes and congratulations to all of you who are present there. Not only the electrical students, all alumni from Amrita. I will definitely try to make it next time. As you can see, I'm still driving. So I've been driving to and fro, and it has been a hectic few days. So once again, my best heartfelt best wishes to all of you, and definitely it is my promise next time we come together, I will definitely join. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next we have our beloved Nambia sir from Jubilee Department.
Dear friends, this is a happy occasion meeting you all after 25 years. It provides an opportunity for everyone to meet each other. You have transformed from an impatient youth of 20s to a matured youth of 40s, growing up in your career, also with your own family. I am sure you will be delighted to sit in the classroom once again, once you felt very boring after 25 years with an empty stage. In those days, our classrooms were filled with dust and noises because of the construction activities going all around. Now, Amrita Institute of Technology and Science has changed very much with all your contributions. If you are entering the campus after 25 years, You will be surprised to see how the campus has changed with a large number of students, faculty, courses, building and greenery, the fruits of all our hard work. Let the university continue to grow with all your contributions. Let me wish you a happy and contented life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, from our batch, mature youth in our 40s. Thank you, sir, for having spent your time in sharing your wishes and blessings with us. Next, we have Ramanathan, sir, from the CSE department.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Amrita Namaha. Is everything under control? Friends, it's indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to participate in this grand function. 1996 to 2017, the 11 years I spent in Etimadai campus was an unforgettable period. I rediscovered myself in this campus. In terms of communications, it was Stone Age in 1996-97. There was just one landline which used to work for a maximum of 2 hours a day. The then principal, Dr. Narayana Pillai, who was my mentor and guide, I and a few others used to go out in his Fiat car to Madhukarai to make a phone call. There was only one part-time auto rickshaw at Etimadai, Pirivu. Mostly we used to walk the 3-kilometer route. It was an adventure to walk in the nights, in pitch darkness, not knowing where the road is and not knowing if the snakes are walking along with us. Swami Abhayamrita Puri was a great source of inspiration for all of us. He built this great campus from scratch, brick by brick. Apart from being a mechanical engineer, his extensive knowledge on every other subject, be it botany, agriculture, landscaping, civil engineering, sewage treatment to supercomputer Param 10,000, was indeed amazing. The way he treated the staff and faculty, from gardeners to the professors and principal, was something to be emulated. My humble pranams to him. I am grateful to him for remembering me 8 years after my retirement from Etimadai to head the new Chennai campus at Vengal, Thiruvallur district, and also for relieving me as soon as the campus was ready. I was not physically fit to continue. I vividly remember the day when I first met my first batch of CSE students. The most unexpected way. Dr. Vivek Menon of the first batch remembers every word to this day. In 1970s, when I was in the Ministry of Defence Organization DGQA, Director General of Quality Assurance, I had fired anti-tank and anti-aircraft missiles for testing. There was no scope of doing so in our campus, so I resorted to firing verbal missiles starting on the very first day. It is to the credit of our great first batch students to have taken my verbal missiles in the right spirit and instead of hating me, showered their love and affection towards me. Hats off to them. There was no stopping since then. The second and third batches of CSE were no less. All of them showed their great ability in conducting the very first seminar of this campus, Techno Search, which was a grand success. I installed PDP-11 mini computers in about 15 Air Force stations, on top of the hills, underground and in deserts. I did not install even one computer in Etimadai campus, which was taken care of by Sri Wilson and team. However, I am very happy and proud that I instilled self-confidence and inspiration among you. I am sure all of you are doing extremely well in your careers and in personal life. It's gratifying to note that Amrita students are spread from Canada to Australia even decades back. It is indeed the brilliant first batch graduate Dr. C.S. Rajesh of Melbourne University, Australia, who called me to participate in today's function. It's amazing indeed that he has been in continuous touch with me since 1997. It's a great pity that I am not able to be physically present today. I am sure you will not like to see me with a walking stick. However, my mind is always with you and the Etimade campus, which I wish very much. Let me wish you and all your families health, happiness, and peace. Your children must be in high school preparing for their college entrance exams. I am sure you will guide them to be better than you, which in any case they will be. My very best wishes to my esteemed colleagues, not only in CSE department, but also in all other departments. I am grateful to each and every one of them, and I mean it. In those days, we didn't operate in silos. Every faculty member knew every other faculty member in all departments. That was one big family. My best wishes to every staff member, particularly Sri Tirujnanam of Electrical Department, who has been in continuous touch with me, and every brahmachari, several of them who have now become Swamijis, every driver and everybody else. Thank you. Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes and blessings. Please be rest assured that your verbal missiles have always been on target, guiding us in the right direction throughout our life. Next, we have Ramkumar, sir, from the production department.
Hi, how are you all? It's a happy time to see you all this short video. Unfortunately, I missed this opportunity. I hope all the people are doing fine, and my great wishes to everyone who have been here, this batch. Special thanks to our 95-99 batch, Samjit, Paneer, and team. Their arrangements, their involvement, they have taken care of our teachers here. It's a very good opportunity, so people are meeting each other and sharing their experiences. Really a wonderful time I am missing out here. Anyhow, all the best wishes to you all people. Please do share your experiences. Do well in your whatever endeavor coming to you in future. Take care of your health, other aspects. You should have our blessings will always be there, and with great time ahead, take the challenges. Still you have been with all the expensive items of that time. Anyhow, good luck.
Thank you, sir, for your wishes. As part of a reunion, we have a special segment dedicated to the next gen kids of Amrita, the current final year students. So we have Gerald, who is referred to as Joshi C. Haran 2.0 with us, who will be sharing our collective experiences and learnings from our time at Amrita and beyond. Gerald is from Mechanical Department of our batch, and he is currently the Head of Project Management at Vyalto Partners, Hyderabad. So please join me in welcoming Gerald to the stage.
Greetings to our very beloved faculty, our dear friends, and all the others who have gathered here, and a very special greeting and best wishes to the current students. We really want to thank you because the rest of the crowd knows what we went through, and we've kind of gone together. But then for you to join us in this celebration definitely means a lot to us, right? So thank you. Coming back to campus always, gives you great nostalgia, great memories. And we are truly honored to be here today in the midst of all of you and, talk to you. So when we were preparing for this, I remember Vijay requested us, and then more so Haran sir has always, in my conversations, every time he used to say, students actually, they don't listen to us, maybe they will listen to you. So when you come to campus, you should talk to them, right? So So we kind of, planned around it. But then, the current students, right? I absolutely feel your pain. It is a Saturday afternoon and you are stuck, with a bunch of middle-aged fellows. I don't know, another 10 years we'll retire. And you're wondering, I have far better things to do in life, right? And especially if it is a captive audience, and then some old guy is given the mic and he keeps talking, you just want a way out, right? So I promise you, I've tried to, contain it within 30 minutes. If I can do it faster, I'll definitely do it. But hopefully, this 30 minutes, I would be able to summarize on behalf of our batch, the collective, experience and all the, good things that we've done and the things that we failed to do, right? So that's my hope. And we're just going to do it in 3 segments. One is your student years. Probably, I don't know, maybe another couple of years left for you in the campus. What you need to do in your student years. As soon as you get out of this campus, what you need to, look at from your early career. And then we will finally summarize it with some life lessons, right? 3 bullet points per each, total of 9. And I promise you it's not beyond that, right? So please bear with me for the next 30 minutes. But before we get all the heavy stuff going, right? I know Vijay showed a lot of pictures, but I'm promising you these pictures are before that, right? The first picture is where the majestic, the entry gate pass is done. That's all that was. A small little room and, somehow you had to get Haransa's signature to get past that gate, right? So that's the first one. Ettimadai railway station didn't have a platform, right? Today there is a foot-over bridge. Right? It was a very rustic, almost like, Narayanan's novels, right? Swami and his friends, something to that extent, right? Ettimadai was very different. The picture on the top right corner, right? That, we had only, right, even now, we just have the 3 Y buildings, right? The main blocks, but then only 2 were done, and even that was not fully done. The third one was going on. This, I think, was 96 or 97, right? And we were seeing a lot of these circles that they were building everywhere, and we were wondering what they were going to do with all those circles, right? Finally, now we understand either there is a massive tree there, or there is Saraswati or Adi Shankara, right? So good. But at that time, we felt happy to be sitting on that circle, right? The last one, I think that's where the tennis court is, right? Right in front of the tennis court, right? So, but I'm not really sure, but it must be in front of that, the women's hostel, the UG hostel. Go next one. Yeah. This hall, Vijay showed another picture of Amriteshwari Hall, but in this place, what was originally there was a thatched roof canteen, right? And this canteen blew away also, right? The picture there with Samjit, I think he went on a hike into the hill in 97, 96, I don't know. From there, he was showing, how the college looked. There are a bunch of us, Kumareshan sir. I asked him if he's taking the students still, but he said, no, they've not, they've asked him not to do it again. But it was one heck of a memory. This was in front of our men's hostel. The men's hostel, I think we just had one hostel. I don't know the name now. Yeah, right. So it is a square. So I saw it on Google Map. It's a square, but what we had was only half of a square, right? And the other half was getting constructed, and a bunch of us sitting on the wall there. I also saw on the website that laundromat facilities are there. All we had was 2 stones to wash our clothes, right? Next one, please. Even though the campus was very small and the facilities were not as, majestic as it is today, we also had a lot of, nice things that we were doing, right? We had a very fledgling literary association. Some of us, Kripa, Smita, Suraj, Vivek was there, right? I think even Pradeep was there in that. We had a fledgling literary association. We had a small natures club. Radhamani madam, used to guide us there. The pictures that you see, I think it is 98. This is when we celebrated our sports day, right? And at that time, there was actually nothing beyond that football ground. It was all blank, right? So that's the campus that we know. And we were going on a bus ride this morning, and we could hardly recognize a lot of these places because this is the memory that we hold on to, right? Okay. So now let's get into the heavy stuff. Okay. And when I ask these questions, please, it is meant only for the students. They get the first, shot at it. Anybody recognize this picture? Do you guys know what this is? One hand went up. You want to say something? All right. This was, I take a lot of inspiration from this, right? Vyasa needed a scribe for Mahabharata. And Ganesha, Vyasa approached him and then Ganesha said yes, but then there were two conditions, right? Ganesha said, once you start dictating, you cannot stop. But Vyasa said, sure, we'll do that. But then you cannot write it down without understanding completely what I've said, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is close to my heart, and I always look at the moral lesson this teaches you, right? Ganesha successfully completed his exercise. There are some phrases inside Mahabharata which becomes very complex because, Vyasa needed to take a break, right? We at least need to be or attempt to be as, even a 15-20% of what Ganesha's attitude was towards understanding and learning, we should do that. Haran sir, I remember very, vividly, he used to say, take notes, even if you don't understand, go back to your hostel and read it, right? Sir, do they get you and your studies now to read? No? If you do, please read. It's a very small book, I promise you. And in that book, and I don't remember the chapter, but I remember this very clearly, right? 25% of your learning comes from your teacher. 25% of the learning comes from self-learning plus your textbooks. 25% of your learning comes from discussing it either with your faculty, with your students, or your friends, and 25% in due course of time, right? And, it's a small little book that all of us read. That time we used to make fun of it. But then I still have that book and I try to read it at least once in 6 months, right? And I would, strongly encourage each one of you to read it, right? So the first, lesson in your leftover student years is please, listen to your teachers and assimilate as much as you can from this, place of knowledge. Next one. Okay. I will also have to let in you of a secret of our batch, right? We were actually very, very good when it came to doing assignments. So if we had a 3-week assignment, we would really, really plan it this way, right? The first week we would do 1/6 of it. The second week we would try and bump it up a little bit. And then the third week we'll do. It's easy to climb up a stair like this and you have 3 weeks and you have a nice way to complete the assignment. That's how we plan. But the reality is, this. The first week we decided to go to Coimbatore to watch a movie, have fun, right? The first week is done. We say, okay, let's figure out what to do with the next 2 weeks, right? And we draw up another beautiful plan. And then the second week also goes away. And then we are left with the third week. And this is how we have stacked up how we need to complete the assignment. But at least had we done this, it would have been good. But what we really landed up doing was something like this. Right? Just cram that damn assignment in the last 48 hours, right? Now, why do I bring this up, right? This is how we were, and I can guarantee you, most of you will be like this. And I'm telling you, this is actually not the right way to do it, right? So, time management is of absolute essence. And professors, when we were here, they told us umpteen number of times, but, I'll have to shamelessly admit we should have paid more close attention to what they said that time, right? But better late than never. And you guys get the head start of learning from our experience. So, time management teaches you a great lesson because you not only do not waste your time and you manage it well, you are placing utmost respect to someone else's time. And that's absolutely critical, right? Next slide. Okay, this definitely you guys have to answer, at least one of you. Do you guys know what this number is? At least take a guess what I mean by 500 rupees per hour and 2,500 rupees per day. Not you, Ariv Murugan, the students behind you. So I did go, please guys, please remember this. I didn't go into your website. I picked up the fee structure, not your slab 1, slab 2, slab 3, the regular fee structure for CSE at Coimbatore campus. And I added a little bit of hostel and a little bit of, your bus travel and whatnot. And then I arrived at an amount and I divided that amount by 40 working weeks, 6 working days a week and 5 hours of lecture. This is the money you have actually paid the college already, right? It's almost like buying a movie ticket and not going into the theater, right? So in a day, if you, and I'm sure some of you keep bunking classes, some of you go there but don't attend or don't listen. Physically you are there but mentally you are absent. This is the opportunity cost of what you're doing, right? So please keep this in mind. If somebody said, I'll give you 2,500 rupees every day, if you just come, you will happily take it. But please realize this is the money you've already paid, okay? So number 2, please learn to manage your time. The third thing in your student years, and this is often regretted only after you leave campus, is to build a network, right? A lot of learning actually happens outside the classroom. And the reason why I say that is when we are in campus, we really do not, there is a small circle of friends that we get acclimatized to and then we stick to that, right? Please do not do that. When we were there, as professor said, our seniors were 120, we were about 200, 300 of us, right? It was a small group, a very tight group, but then you have a large number of students and you never know, right? Because the networking, you never know who's going to partner you in your next venture. So please, and when you do network, it teaches you soft skills, which are very essential in your corporate life. There's another thing that I've said, right? Make friends or, friends for life, seek mentors. The friendship that I'm talking about is not just your, friends in the classroom. Please deepen the relationship with your faculty, with your, teachers, right? Engage with them in freewheeling conversations, right? Because you will realize what you will lose or what you have lost only when you have left the campus, right? So in your student years, number 1, please listen to your teachers. Number 2, learn to manage your time. And number 3, focusing on building a network. So that's number 1. Okay, now that you've finished your college and you have decided, you've gotten into a corporate career and you are very young, the spirits are high, obviously, a very healthy body, all in your early 20s. What does the corporate actually expect of the students, right? I will let you in on 3 key secret words, right? The corporate or the companies basically expect a student or somebody who has now joined them to have a very flexible mindset, right? There are 2 kinds of mindsets. A fixed mindset where you kind of, take a negative position saying, it cannot be done by me. Whereas a flexible mindset is almost like a clay. And clay in the hands of an artisan turns into art, right? So be very flexible in terms of absorbing learning, right? So mindset is number 1. Number 2 is skill set. What do I mean by skill set? Skill set is the ability for you to convert the knowledge or the information that you've assimilated in your college days into something that you can help solve a business problem. And that is of absolute essence for the corporate side, right? Because they look at you not for, all your high scores that you scored, but if you're able to apply that to solve a business problem, right? And that comes with a skill set. And finally, tool set. What I mean by tool set is skill set solves business problem, but if you have to solve problems at scale, you need tools, right? Every field has different tools. Take marketing automation. You will find hundreds of tools today that allows you to do marketing automation. You can name a field, right? Mechanical engineering, electrical engineering. Every field and every subfield, subtopic that you pick, there will be tool sets. In your early part of your career, please focus on finding those tool sets and, try learning from them. Even if the tool set disappears, you would have definitely gained the skill set from it, right? So that's the three key words for you in the early part of your career. Be humble, seek help. I love to tell you this. Amrita is now one of the top reputed universities in India. But then, and I have to absolutely congratulate you for being a part of this ecosystem. But that also brings in some level of ego. And your biggest risk to success is actually your ego, and that's your biggest risk factor. So please be humble and seek help, right? And finally, this is something that I have observed because I've been hiring a lot of students, and there is actually no such thing as getting rich quickly, right? Somebody might win a lottery, but building wealth takes time, and it is good that it takes time, right? Even the fastest methods will take 5-10 years for you to make good wealth, right? But don't chase money in the early part of your career. The first part of your career, you really need to focus on building your skills, right? Focusing on learning the trade, and I promise you, money will follow. But at the same time, you should also remember to save, right? Saving, you should start really early. And, Albert Einstein very famously said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, right? And, whoever understands it will earn from it. Whoever doesn't understand it will pay the compound interest, right? Basically, they'll go into a debt spiral. So start saving early, but do not chase money. Chase the skill, chase the trade, try to become good at what you are. Money, I guarantee you, will follow you. Number 2, when you are young, right, that early 20s gives you tremendous freedom to explore the limits of possibilities, right? Why do people generally, go into a corporate career? The short answer is, it gives us, it's a false notions that we get into, right? It gives us the stability of a monthly income, right? You feel very comfortable and safe because at the end of the month your salary is going to get credited, right? Now, if you flip the thing a little this side, there are a few entrepreneurs in our batch, and I can tell you, they probably sweep the floor in their office to, doing all the strategy work to finally locking the office and going back. And probably their biggest concern now is how will they pay their staff their payroll, right? How will I run my payroll at the end of this month, right? Please do not fear failures, right? Take those early risks. It doesn't mean that, you jump out of the 4th floor and then hope nothing will happen. Take calculated risks, plan it well, because in the early part of your career, you should basically learn, at least try and attempt following your passion, right? And if you fail, that's all right. You will, life will not be only a bed of roses, and there will be not only successes, there will be failures in between, and it's all right. If you fail, that's okay. Pick yourself up and then move on. So when you are early in your career, please do, try taking up risks, be resilient. That's number 2. Number 3, I'm sure some of you have read Stephen Covey's, book on highly effective people. But the reason why I wanted to call this out is because I personally went through this, right after college, right? This, can you go back? No, go back. Yes. When you are young, and you live in a campus like this, I had a very utopian view of the world, right? I thought honesty was all prevalent. I thought everything will be as per order, right? But when you leave campus and you actually go into the world, you will realize that there are a lot of unethical people, there are a lot of dishonesty, and that's the way it is. There are two circles here. One is your circle of concern, and I had a very large circle of concern. I used to be worried about everything, right? Right from potholes on the road to, why is the politician not doing well, to, why are we messing up with the environment? I mean, all kinds of things that you are concerned about. But then you, as a young student, it's okay to have a large circle of concern, but then never become reactive people. Reactive people, what it does is, it sucks away your energy and you start to, lose your focus. So you should focus on your circle of influence. And when you focus on circle of influence, through your circle of influence, act on things that you can make a small change. Instead of worrying about, why is there deforestation and, it's harmful for the world. In your small way, if you can plant a few trees, you've done your job, right? The more you do, the society will follow you, right? So the technique is be positive, expand your circle of influence to cover your circle of concern. Never be reactive about things that are outside of your control, right? And there is a very lovely serenity prayer, and when you get time, please do think about this, right? So that's your early career, 3 things. Number 1 is learn the trade. Number 2 is being resilient and taking risks. And number 3 is knowing what you can change and what you cannot change and asking God for the wisdom. Finally, life lessons. Anybody know what this bridge is or what this is? Students? No? Okay. This bridge is called Choluteca Bridge. It is in Honduras, right? Honduras, is very notorious for all the hurricanes that hits, right? So there were 2 islands, and every year there will be some hurricane, something will happen. The 2 islands used to get disconnected, and they never had a good way to transport or to be connected. So in 1998, they built a half a kilometer bridge, an engineering marvel, connected the 2 islands. And the very same year the bridge was constructed, there was a massive storm. And what it did was, it basically wiped out the island on both sides, and the river that was actually supposed to go under the bridge changed its course, making the bridge actually useless now, right? Now, why do I say this, right? The reason why I am saying this is, I want all of you to understand that one of the biggest life lesson is change is constant. Change is the only constant that you will have in the world, right? People will come and go, jobs will hire you and fire you, but never ever get shaken up when you are thrown a curveball, right? It sounds very dramatic. The only thing, the death is the only destination that all of us know we have, is what we share, right? It sounds very cliche, it sounds very dramatic, but then be resistant or be flexible to changes that happens around you, right? So yes, the world will keep changing, and you have to, learn to adapt to live in that environment. Anybody knows what this is? I'll give you the name. It's called the Philippa Foot's trolley problem. No? Okay. So it's a very nice little situation. I'll try to explain this. We can spend hours together on this. So there is a trolley that's coming down the track. The trolley is actually supposed to go straight, and the trolley has lost its brake. The 5 people can't hear, neither can that one guy standing on the other side of the track. If you don't do anything, the trolley will go and hit the 5 people and kill all of them. They don't have a choice to escape. But there's another guy who's standing next to a lever, and this person can forcefully change the lever and change the course of the train and send it the other way and kill that one person. Now, if you were that person standing next to the lever, which one would you take? At least say something. There's no, but by the way, there's no right, wrong answer here. So any answer is okay. jump in front of the train. See, there is another, variation to this. It says instead of pulling the lever, if I had my friend who is a fat guy, will I push that fat guy on the track and stop the train, right? That's also another variation. The other variation is saying, okay, most of the people choose 1/5, and that comes because we generally try to maximize, or we generally look at greater good for, it's a very utilitarian aspect, right? Immanuel Kant has written a lot of books about this, and he says, you need to focus on the intent and, give more focus on the intent rather than the consequence. And we can debate about this and never come to a conclusion today, and I'm not hoping to do that. But the question that I want to ask each one of you is a more deeper question. Is corruption ethically permissible? If you are going to be corrupt, and through your act of corruption, if you're going to help somebody or something like this, would you do it? Right? Now, as I said, we can have a long debate, and I'll probably come back another day and have that chat. But I want to, all of you to remember this, that there is nothing called as, shortcuts in life, right? Please be morally and ethically responsible in each and every action that you do, because if you go on the other side, it might give you some short-term benefit, but eventually it'll eat you up inside, right? So there's no shortcuts at all. Be ethical, be moral. And finally, health is the greatest gift, right? A healthy body, is absolutely required for the soul to work well. And if the body is not healthy, it's like a broken musical instrument out of tune, right? Contentment is the greatest wealth. What I mean by contentment here is not passive, submission into not doing anything. It is giving it your best, but being happy about the outcomes, right? That, and about it, right? Your true contentment actually comes from doing your, duties and responsibilities well, right? That's true contentment. So with that, let's move to the final slide. So in summary, in your student years, would really, ask you to maximize your learning, listen to your teachers, learn time management, network. In your early career, work hard, money will follow, don't worry about it. And learn to let go of things that you cannot control, focus on things that you can work on and change slowly. And change is the only constant. So life will keep changing, will keep throwing such stuff at you. Be resilient, be ethical. Please prioritize your family and relationships, right? That's absolutely essential. And finally, health and contentment are your greatest gifts. So with that, I conclude, and I, wish each one of you great success. 25 years from now, I am sure one of you will come here and celebrate your Silver Jubilee. And when you are here, and if you can remember one or two of these points that I mentioned today, and it resonated well in your life, I would have, I would feel really happy. Once again, thank you so much, and our best wishes and prayers for all of you.
Thank you, Gerald, for that enlightening and inspiring talk. I hope your insights will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on our final year students. Let's give Gerald a big round of applause. We now come to an exciting part of the event, the alumni panel interaction. Our panelists will share their experiences, insights, and advice, and to answer any questions the students might have. Please join me in welcoming our panel members to the stage. Twinkle from Jubilee Department, currently the Director at DLF Branch, Mysore. Dr. R. Pradeep Kumar from the Jubilee Department, currently the CEO at Amphi Ventures Private Limited, but who prefers to call himself as an eternal teacher. Kripa Nair from the CSE Department, currently the Program Manager at L&T. And a big shout out to Kripa. She was placed in L&T from Amrita campus in 1999, and she has grown up in her career ladder at L&T. A 25-year stint in one corporate is a big achievement in itself. Next we have Dr. C.S. Rajesh from the CSE department, a faculty at University of Melbourne, Australia. Next we have Suraj Nair from the CSE department, Director Technology and Center of Excellence Leader at Quest Global. Next we have Nisha from the ECE department, the General Manager at Honeywell Process Solutions, Dubai. Next we have Nishant from the ECE department, the Managing Director at Paravox Automobiles, Bangalore. Next we have Umapati from the EEE department, who is an IT-preneur now. Saravanan from the ECE department, who is a group head at ISRO, Ahmedabad. Rajiv Krishnan from the production department, the Managing Director at PwC, California. Bipin from the Mechanical Department, Manager Logistics at Maritime and Mercantile International, Dubai. And Smita from the CSE Department, Lead Systems Analyst at Wellington Management, US. So here we have some representatives from the alumni. The rest of them can also feel free to answer the questions and share your experiences with the current students. So thank you all for being here. So now the floor is open for questions from the current students.
Give the names, they are not asking questions. Please give the name of them, they are not asking questions. Please. See, they are waiting for you, boy. You can ask any question.
Okay, by the time they think about the questions to ask, I'll just start with one question for every panel member. What is the advice that you would give to your 20-year-old self? Just one line of advice that you would give to your 20-year-old self. You can use the podium mic, please.
Okay, maybe I'll take a shot here. Couple of things if I were to, either say to you or a 20-year-old, right? Don't let others tell you what you're actually capable of. May it be your own family or may it be your own friends, or I would say let not anybody judge you what you're actually capable of in your life, and do not fear to live your dream. I wanted to get a couple of these examples later, but I would say you don't have to really follow a templated existence, if I may, life takes its course always. You do your studies, you have your kids, you have your marriages, they all do there. But if you have a passion, I would say don't be afraid to actually do it. You can put that foot in the dark. It can turn out to be a very wonderful journey. And always try to explore those passion areas. Life will be successful. You don't have to really think in terms of, okay, I need to be an engineer. Career is really important to me, so on and so forth. That's going to happen either way. But if you have a dream, just follow it any stage of your life. Don't let others judge you what you are actually capable of, and give it your best. That's always going to work.
Myself Siddharth, I'm from CSE department. I'm doing my final year currently. And as you might have guessed, this is regarding the placements since I'm in my final year. Actually, there are two questions, one from me and one from my best friend who wasn't able to attend this auspicious event. So let me start with my friend's question. In this declining time of work, like there are many automations, there are many departmental changes, and there are many people who are afraid that the existing people themselves are losing their jobs. Then how can I improve myself? What the industry needs from me, or what is the industry expecting from me, so that I get at least a 90% of a guarantee that I can get placed in a very good company to develop my career? That is the first question.
Okay. So there is a pre-Gen I and then the post-Gen I that you're talking about. If you look at pre-Gen I, so things were looking more glamorous with a lot of packages that was being offered in 2022, huge packages, huge demands kind of thing. I can share you some of the experiences that I'm facing with a few of my ventures, where I had to work with 50 members of content creators. I had reduced it to almost 5-6 members, where I had to work with almost 15-20 developers, is almost shrinking to again another by 75%. It is shrinking down. All these are with respect to kind of application developments, okay? And then the new thing that all the industries are trying to see is how the current softwares, including the operating systems, including the applications, everything will have to undergo a huge change now, like, okay? So when we have been talking about different software architectures, there was big time that was spoken about agile methodologies and kind of thing, but now with Gen AI in place, the architectures of software itself will change, so it will become more of agent-based architecture. So learning deeper about AI and trying to restructure the architectures of every software, every system, it's going to be big time from now on. So you need not worry about it. The only thing that all of you should do is get into your fundamentals, learn your foundations thoroughly. Don't try to learn a cloud computing without learning proper computer architecture or multiprocessor architecture. Don't try to learn IoT without understanding basics of communications. So foundations is going to play a very big role for you to understand the advanced emerging technologies, and that is going to take you all into big time from now on. So there is no need to be worried about what jobs are going to be. It is about how you are going to capture the future technologies and systems.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much about it. One final question. This is from me. In every interview, they ask us one question that is almost staple. In the next 5 years or 10 years, where do you see yourself? Now, I want to ask the same question back to you guys. The next 25 years, I want to see where you guys are right now. So, what should I do even in the early career, middle career, end of career, whatever timeline? What should I do to see myself in the next 25 years?
I think there's only just one recommendation I'll make to all the. Sorry, is there a question?
Nisa, 1 second, okay. I just want to add one more point to the Pradeep, okay.
Sure.
Now we are looking for placement, okay. Now at this era, we have tremendous opportunities just outside, next to you. Don't look for the fancy placements and fatty packages, okay. You have time to read. There are tremendous open YouTube videos are available. Take one problem at a time, because I'm also running a small company, but I know the current trend, okay. Now people talk about AI, but the fundamental, okay, if you want to learn AI, Python, the basic programming skills are required. First, get the basics first and try to build a portfolio, okay. Whether you are getting placed or not, it doesn't matter, okay. When we are there, we didn't get placed. We went outside and we found a job and we built a foundation. Now we have a tremendous resources are available here. For example, okay, the internet is free. Okay, now we have a lot of time because we are traveling back and forth from home. We have time. I don't want to say that. Okay, don't study always. Okay, take one small problem. Okay, build a solution. Okay, and build a GitHub portfolio. Just resume is just not like a 2-page resume. Instead, you build a resource or portfolio where people can come and hire you. You don't need to chase, go for companies and get placed. Okay, that is olden days. Okay, now in the future days, people will come and hire you directly. Okay, first build a good GitHub page. Spend some time on open source, whatever you like. Okay, now we have a tremendous problem. Okay, build a basic solution. Okay, just protect yourself. Whether you want to be a GUI developer or automation developer, whatever it is. Think about your basics, and that's what I would say. Okay, instead, okay, yes, Gerald mentioned that starting off career, don't focus on the money. Okay, first build a foundation, build your skills. Company will come and hire you directly. Then build a good portfolio on the LinkedIn, showcase your skills. Hey, and build a YouTube channel if you are like to build, and continue creating the content on what you learned. Okay, this is how I solve the problems. This way you will get placed very sooner. Okay.
Nisha, continue please.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to add one point there. Okay, there's nothing like a thumb rule question there where you want to be in 25 years. The path that you could follow is be flexible, okay, and adapt to the changes, take challenges. So I can tell you that you don't have to be an expert on a topic if you have to run something. So I'll give you my example itself. I'm an electronics engineer by background. I studied in this wonderful college, but I handle automation today, which has got absolutely nothing on electronics and communication, right? So take up challenges, be flexible, give your 100% to it. Whatever you're doing in your life, it could be your own business or it could be your a business that you're running for a corporate. But just give your 100% and trust in yourself. I think if you have those 2 or 3 factors, you're done for the day. Okay.
Srinivas?
Hello, I'm Abhijit and I'm from the Chemical Engineering Department and I'm in my 3rd year. I have just 2 questions for you. First question is what's the biggest advice you have for dealing with maybe setbacks in your career or in your academics, like higher once you go for further education beyond just as undergraduate if you do that? What's the biggest advice you have for dealing with setbacks in this career and all?
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah. So I'll take a stab at it, yeah. So my name is Nishant, I used to be in ECE. In terms of setbacks, it will come at you at some point or the other, it's part of the game, yeah. Like for example, when I graduated, following my graduation, I did a master's in computer science and I graduated in 2002, okay. This was a point where there was the biggest recession in IT. A lot of the firms in Silicon Valley went bust, yeah. And I had a master's in computer science. So we were at a point where people with 10 years experience was willing to work at fresher salary. So what do? We've just finished college, yeah? Well, I think the main point was we need to persevere. So I started applying. It took a month, 2 months, 6 months, and eventually, something came up in American Express, got started. So I would say that's one of the key things, one of the main things I would say, yeah. Okay. And I just want to say one more thing, I'm glad to see the mix of people over here. So we have people who are in the front benches, Sharavan and, people who used to study a lot, yeah. And my natural inclination was go sit there, that's where we used to be, yeah. So Rajiv, then Bipin, Nisha, we're all not on the front benches, yeah. So that's good to see.
Yeah, so I'm not going to give any advice, as some of the professors who probably will remember me, will say that I'm not really qualified to give you any advice. The only thing I'll add is just try to be flexible and adaptable, similar to what Nishant said. And we were actually graduating our masters from neighboring states in universities in the US. So kind of pretty much went through similar journeys. I did my production engineering here. But today, I run PwC's data analytics and AI practice. So complete opposites. So it's basically just be adaptable and flexible to learning new things. And the other thing is beyond like being a Python programmer, etc. Like think about like where do you want to be, right? And think about read as much as you can, like arts, science, literature, because you're much more than a programmer, right? People, your clients, your colleagues, they value as a person and what you bring in a holistic sense. So try to be much more well-rounded. So read all you can.
So I will just add to what Rajiv was saying, just to reiterate the importance of language, So the point is that we need to be able to communicate. Yeah? It's not that you need very fine language. Yeah, communication is more than that. So when to know what to communicate, what not to communicate is very important. Yeah, and definitely, my career path, language was a big part of it, because when I graduated, like I said, jobs are very difficult to come by. Yeah. But I got, my first gig was as a business analyst, which was essentially talking to business owners to understand what the software developers need to do. It was all about communication, yeah? And I would say the most significant part of that came because I was able to articulate things well. That came from reading essentially, yeah? So I would say definitely, if you have time, spend some time a day, 10, 15 minutes reading something or the other, something that's interesting, need not be like, all heavy stuff. What is that book called? 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Good. If you can do that, good. Yeah. At least read something, if you can't read, maybe just listen to some, podcast or something like that, so I think that'll be quite helpful as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Srinati from EC department. So my question is not academic. What are some things that you miss most about your college life? As in, apart from the academic part, what do you miss about your college experience? And I'm in my final year of college. So what do I reminisce most? What are the things I might miss most when I leave college? And what should I hold on to for memories for the sake of good times?
I think Vipin is a correct person to answer. Vipin, please go ahead.
I would say the most important thing to take from here is friendship. Hold on to your friends. The teachers' blessings will definitely take you a long way. But I can say just a week back, I went through a personal tragedy, and the first people that I picked the phone and called were my college friends. This is like 25 years down the lane. So hold on to your friendships.
Yeah, can I? I think happy people live longer, and to be happy, you need friends around you. So we are a very close group. We do keep meeting at least 4 or 5 years. We wind down, and I think that's something we used to do every day, sitting in one of these what's it called then? The circles and the volleyball court. Yeah, so hanging out with friends makes you really happy. And I live in Dubai, fortunately, and a lot of people travel through Dubai. So not just family, but friends as well. So I do keep meeting people, and whenever there are a few people who are in Dubai and we don't meet, that's different. But I try and meet. So keep your friends closer, and you will be happy.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shweta. Ma'am, would you like to say something? I'm from the EC department. My question also is more on the lighten the mood a bit. I am very happy to be part of this culture here at Amrita. It teaches us so many values and a different outlook on life. So how has being at Amrita impacted your both corporate and your personal life?
Last bench students.
Yeah, last bench.
ISRO. Please. Suraj.
I think one big thing that I learned over the 4 years here is self-discipline. So that will take a long, it will go a long way in your life. Again, the friendships that I've made here, that counts. I just want to, I think a recent video that might have floated around, you might have seen it. It's from Denzel Washington. So a couple of things that you need in life. One is the commitment to start something and the consistency to see it through. So two words that you can keep in mind. The best thing I've learned in this campus is self-discipline. So in every aspect, in every project or even in life, that will take you through. Rahul Dravid, he didn't get his World Cup as a player, but he waited, his process was through. He was consistently working on that, and he got his hands on the World Cup as a coach. So probably that word you can keep in mind.
So I just want to add just one funny moment, team, and it's very interesting because I have all my lab mates here. Okay, so we go by the order of lab. So it's in the sequence. So I'm roll number 19, if I still remember well, Nisha. And then Nishant, roll number 20. The 21 was our favorite Nityanandam. Get up. And then 22, my best friend CC, Praveen CC. So we all were the four for the 2.5 years. And you know the EC labs, not like the proud mechanical and the production lab with huge machinery. We had those small tiny motherboards and resistors and capacitors. So a couple of us, I'll say 2 of us, get set to the motherboard and connect those resistors, capacitors, and the connections and so on, and starts working. But in between, someone pops in, the third person. Okay, so if you're 4, you've got to remember who's that. And then you can imagine who it is. The third person would pop in and out. Okay, he's got nothing to do with what we are doing, but he's very busy with all the 6 or 7 groups who are doing the other labs, busy talking. And he'll come in between, Ella, okay, Ellada? Okay? Okay, everyone knows Malayalam, I'm sure. Then the fourth person comes. This is where the interesting part, and this is, I want to give that as an example, because the fourth person comes up, and I'll say in Tamil, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? ஐயோ நான் பார்க்கவே இல்லையடா. எப்படா பண்ணீங்க? And then he will say, பரவாயில்லடா, நான் எல்லாத்தையும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லேருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறேன். And look at the 2 of us, which was ideally me and Nishant, okay? We look at this guy and think, what is he going to do now? So this is exactly, I feel, today, when I'm in a corporate world, it's the inclusive environment that we have all learned. We didn't know at that point of time. We had no idea about it. It is the different culture that we all came in from, the different language that we all came in, the different thought process that came in. And I still cherish that as a very, very fond memory. So I wanted to share this with you because today everybody knows that, not just today, every time, inclusivity is very important for all of us to grow. And those 4 team members, 19, 20, 21, 22, rocking team, okay?
Suraj, go ahead.
So you're talking about you being in the final year. You still already lost time, right? So it's important that you hold on to what the time that's gone back and then what's left. Every day, I keep thinking of the people right in front of us, right? When we go to work, the work that we do, it's important that we remember our basics. I remember the OSI 7-layer model that we were taught by Lalita Mani ma'am and Bhagwati Shumar sir. And I had a tough time staying awake sometimes because we used to have a sumptuous lunch in the afternoon, right? With a lot of curd that would often put you to sleep. Even though the classes were interesting, the way I kept awake was looking at my neighbor, Vivek Menon. He would inevitably go right under the desk. He would have his hands writing on the book, pretending to take notes, but I would see him drooling from his mouth and then right under the desk. So I stayed awake watching others falling off to sleep, but then when I realized at work, it's important that you remember your basics, and unfortunate that a lot of times we missed those basics that were coming in from our teachers. So for example, if you're working in IoT or connectivity or communications, the 7-layer model, what happens in the physical layer and the data link layer. All these are important, and these things keep coming back, right? Important to focus on what the time that you have right now. The second thing I would say is experiences in the college itself. Look around. It's not just friendship and all that. Look around. There are so many lessons to learn. I'll tell you one incident. First year of college, I, in all my arrogance, having come from a metro city in Calcutta, saw people in brahmacharis and whites working around and all that. And I remember we had to go to Etimadai to clean one of the drains. So those days, he was called Jaishankar, those days, Jaishankar Swami. He used to take a set of people to work with the villagers in cleaning up the village. It was on a Saturday or Sunday. And we had to clean up one of the drains. And while coming, I was looking at trying to identify that drain, but now it's a wide road. But there was a drain then, it was extremely dirty. And he was a bit late to send 3 of us in front. We had to basically build a rapport with the villagers, right? Because the campus was new, vehicles coming in, and the villagers are obviously disturbed. So I think that was one of the ways of building rapport, where you go and help and work with the villagers. So 3 of us went there. Vivek wasn't there, but I can't remember the other 2. We went there and we looked at the drain sewage that we were supposed to clean, and it was like messy and smelly, right? And then we were just looking at each other, oh, do we need to do this? What do we do? And then we were standing on the shore and then, putting out a bucket in, pulling stuff, and then closing our noses and doing stuff. Amrita Swami comes in. He's in his, maybe the second year, maybe he was already in his orange. He was Abhyamrita Chaitanya by then. He folds his dhoti and jumps into the sewage. And then what did we do? We had to follow his example. So we jumped right in, right? And clean it up. But then so we talk a lot about Dhoni being equal in his relationship with the seniors and the juniors. But then there's a lot of things that you learn around your faculty and people from the ashram over here. They handle people the same way. It doesn't matter. Abhyamrita Chaitanya was one case where, whether he's talking to people in the corporate world or whether he's talking to us or other people, he was just the same, right? That's a lesson. So keep your eyes open. You've got a lot to learn, and you can replicate that. You don't need a Dhoni to replicate it. You can replicate it seeing people around you over here. Some funny incidents. I wasn't there on that trip. I wasn't there. Oh, Madhukra, yeah. Lots of experience. I'll tell you one more experience. Just remember. So Gerald showed you those 1995 photographs, right? Again, I said I was brought up in Calcutta. I wanted to do my economics in Presidency College in Calcutta and play cricket. That was my only dream. And I just spent my time through IIT and the joint entrances, assuming that, okay, I wouldn't want to join engineering anyway. I'll do economics and play cricket at the same time. When the results came out, my dad turns around and says, boss, I wanted you to be an engineer. A middle-class father, as you would see. So then he looked around, and we are basically from Kayangulam, Amma's place, right, Kayangulam. So dad says that I wanted you to be an engineer. I said, you never told me that earlier. I wanted to be a cricketer and an economist. And he said, no, I want you to be one. So then, okay, fine. And then we trudged along. He finds out about Amrita starting up here. I remember landing in Palakkad with my dad, and I was cribbing, oh, I don't want to come here. And dad said, okay, then we get into Palakkad and we wait for a bus, hoping to identify a bus to Etimadai. And we keep asking in Palakkad bus stand, is there a bus to Etimadai? The drivers look at us, strangely. What is Etimadai? Where is Etimadai? You go to KSRTC, Kerala guys, they say they don't know Etimadai. You go to the Tamil Nadu guys, they say, no, I haven't heard of them. Hour of searching for buses, finally one guy says, I know that place called Etimadai, but I can leave you at a place called Chavadi, which is, I don't know how many kilometers, a couple of kilometers before Etimadai. And dad says, fine. And so we get on the bus, and I keep cribbing to him, why have you brought me here, right? What have I done to you? So we get down in Chavadi, he drops us at Chavadi, and then I think we take a bullock cart. Those days it was quite common. Bullock cart to Etimadai. And what's there at Etimadai? Just one shack. I think it was a dosha and a tea shop right at the corner, and nothing else. And I'm looking around for the college, there's no college. So we asked the guys, where is Amrita College? And he shows us far down below on the foothills, right? There you see a college. And it's a long winding road. And there's no college there, it's just bricks being built, no people. So then again, as I keep cribbing to my dad, and we start the trek because there are no vehicles. Halfway down, we see an ambassador car, we flag it, and then we get into it. Dr. Narayana Pilla, the principal. So dad was saying that, okay, we need to go to the college. Is the car going there? He said, I am the principal, so I'll take you there. And we go in. And we were supposed to meet the correspondent, again, Jai Shankar Swami. In all my arrogance of being from the city, I was expecting the correspondent with a flushy room, well-dressed. So we wait outside the room, and then we see one guy walk out, dirty and dusty, and there's construction all over. You don't know who's a laborer, who's a brahmachari. It's all going on. A lot of bearded people all around, and I was like cursing like anything. Right? Why have I come here? And then I see this gentleman. I assumed it was a peon, and I told my dad that, look, the peon has walked out. I better ask him, can we go in and meet him, because I was losing patience. So I go to him and say, in Malayalam, broken Malayalam those days, that I want to meet the correspondent. Can you do it fast? He said, hold on. And then he goes in, and then we hear a voice come in, and then it's him again sitting behind a flushy sofa, and he says, come in. And then, so I was asked questions on why I wanted to join the college. I was mentally prepared because I wanted my dad to feel proud. And he asked me, tell me one incident in Mahabharata that influenced you. And B.R. Chopra was playing my head, I don't know if you guys know about Mahabharata, was playing on TV those days, Doordarshan. And I think it was Karna's, there was a story about Karna getting his chariot stuck and all that stuff. So immediately I told him the story. I like Karna because people were unjust to him and all that stuff, right? And he was impressed. At the same time, I saw teachers rushing into the office, telling, sir, he's serious, sir, he's serious. Ajita ma'am, who's no longer with us, she comes in loud with some other teacher, I don't remember, saying that, telling Swamiji that he's serious, I don't know what we're going to do about him. So then Swamiji says, praise to Amma, let's all pray to Amma and hope he recovers, he'll be okay, right? And then there are other people running around helter-skelter all around his office. And I asked him, Swamiji, what happened? He said, our senior, Ashwini, was bitten by a snake that day. And he was serious and he was being admitted to hospital. I hope you remember, right? Ashwini being bitten by the snake, Ashwini Malya, right? No, he's not. He's from UP. Yeah. No, but then it was all hell. So imagine my case. First of all, being pulled out from Calcutta to this godforsaken place, middle of nowhere, forests all around, tractors and people. And then you get into you meet a correspondent, who is assumed to be a peon, and then you realize that he's a correspondent. He's a guy who controls this college. And then incidents around snake bites and all that. It just made me, Anyway, I got admitted here, and of course the first 2 months were cribbing time, calls. And funny part was we didn't have mobile. I don't know if your mobile's allowed. We get calls from our parents. The call comes to the warden, and there is shouting, right? Relay of shouting, right? Suraj Nair, phone for you. Suraj. It becomes Nair, and then finally, it reaches my room, and then I need to run down to take the phone call. And the first 3 months were all cribbing, saying that, oh, I'm fed up. I need to come back. But then slowly things changed. I mean, as you said, friends, people taking us together. I mean, the hardships were all faced together. We had our skirmishes with the warden. We had our skirmishes in college with the teachers. But looking back, it really didn't matter, right? I mean, these are all excellent experiences. Don't carry anything that you don't carry anything negatively from this from this college, is what I would say. These are all beautiful experiences. Whatever time you have left, get back to think of what's happened in the last 3 years. Talk with your, respect the faculty, understand their point of view, respect your warden, understand their point of view, and take positive experiences from here. There are beautiful things to learn, not just about friendship, but a lot of things to learn from other things that you see in the college here. Keep your eyes open, minds open. Thank you.
Thank you. One more questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Monisha from Chemical Department. I'm also doing my minors degrees in Artificial Intelligence. So now I'm interested in Artificial Intelligence. I like coding and etc. So what will recruiters expect from me when they place me?
Thank you.
When we do campus selections, whether it is from the campus, we also do off-campus, where we hire from institutes after you complete your engineering. There are some people who get into various modes of training and all that. So what we see is, whatever you have learned are you able to, have you understood what you have learned? And we will not ask anything that is outside. So it is like whatever you have learned as part of your syllabus and all that, whatever you've learned, are you confident with that? And programming is one basic skill that all organizations look for in freshers. So you should be able to write. I mean, they'll give you a paper and a pen, so you should be able to write code. Because in these days where everything can be Googled, people expect that you should at least know the basic, the syntax, and they see if you have the logic. When you write a program, even if your syntax is wrong, is your thinking correct? Are you able to put some logic into it, the way you think? That is what we see. I mean, it's not really about the subjects. And another thing is like whether you're flexible, because in an organization, there might be multiple things. So today it is AI, but tomorrow it could be something else. So are you ready to upgrade, or do you want to just stick on to one particular field? And are you eager to learn? And they also check like, how is the attitude? Like, are you flexible? And I mean, like, how is your urge to learn new things? So these are the things that we generally see when it comes to freshers or just out of college.
Yeah, thanks to all the panelists for sharing their experiences and insightful. Okay.
I would just
Yeah.
like to add one point. Keep your minds open. You never know when the opportunity is going to knock at your door. Any opportunity you get, just grab it and jump on it, because it's going to lead you to bigger opportunities. So have fun, enjoy your life. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that closing note, Twinkle, and thanks to all the panelists for sharing their experiences and insightful learnings from their journey. And thanks to the students also for raising thought-provoking questions. Thanks all. We have now come to the important event of the day, the faculty felicitation, and I now request Sarvana Kumar from the Jubilee department for coordinating this faculty felicitation event.
We take this opportunity to honor our professors. So for that, to felicitate him, I invite our friend Jeet Jo Joseph and Nidesh on stage. Jeet Jo Joseph and Nidesh, please. Yeah, anywhere, sir. Professor Ramachandran sir on stage, please. Vijay and Jai Prakash, please. Yeah, you can. Vijit and Jai Prakash. Jai Prakash, mechanical. Next, I invite Srivatsan sir on stage. To felicitate him, I invite Gokul and Bipin Bose on stage, please. Next, I invite Devarajan sir on stage, please. To felicitate, I invite Arun and Chakravarti on stage. Next, I invite Gokila ma'am on stage. To felicitate, I invite Karthikeyan K and Umapati. Shivakumar, Umapati, please. Next, I invite Radhamani ma'am on stage. Next, I invite Sindhu ma'am on stage, please. Felicitate, I invite Sivanandam and Bharani. Next, I invite Mr. Lakshmikandan sir on stage. To felicitate, I invite Vasudevan and Uday. Sindhu ma'am. I invite Elongavan star on stage, please. Anand Nabilash Babu. I invite Sanjeevi Arul sir on stage, please. To felicitate, I call upon Premnath and Sumal Parvat. Sumal, yeah. Premnath and Vignesh, please. Next, I invite Gosteswaran sir on stage, please. To felicitate, I call upon Yamuna and Shivkumar V. Next, I invite Bhagavati Shivkumar star on stage, please. To felicitate, I call upon Vijay Rankan and Lalita. Next, I invite Somasundaram star on stage, please. To felicitate, I call upon Arivu Murugan and Ramesh PG. Next, I invite Kumaresan star on stage, please. To felicitate, I call upon Karnei Raj and Raja Ganesh. Next, I invite Lalita Mani ma'am on stage, please. To felicitate, I call Nityanandam and Hariharan G. Next, I invite Anita ma'am on stage, please. To felicitate, I call Vasant Kumar and Manikandan Production Department. Next, I invite Jayaparthi ma'am on stage, please. To felicitate, I call Vanati and Sindhil Kumar from Triple E. Next, I invite Supriya ma'am on stage, please. To felicitate, I call Nishant Balan and Praveen CC. Next, I invite Arun Kumar sir on stage, please. To felicitate, I call Srini and Srini. Next, I invite Jayakumar sir on stage, please. Jayakumar sir. Next, I invite Giridharan sir on stage, please. Okay. Next, I invite Anju S. Pillai on stage, please. Ma'am, Anju S. Pillai. I invite Ramesh Kumar sir on stage, please. I invite Bhagavinar sir on stage, please. Huh? Next, I invite Radhika ma'am on stage, please. பரவாயில்ல மேம். இட்ஸ் ஓகே, பரவாயில்ல வாங்க. I invite Sridhar and Mandara Kulili from EEE to felicitate. Next, I invite Tangavel sir on stage, please. I invite Shanmugh Sundaram sir on stage, please.
Jaykumar sir இருக்கு.
Jaykumar
sir இருக்கு. And
Sujata and Pravita on stage, please, to felicitate them.
Jaykumar sir இருக்கு. Arun Kumar sir.
Jnana Satya and Padmavati, please.
Jaykumar sir Tangavel sir.
Tangavel sir கூப்பிட்டேன்.
Jaykumar sir Arun Kumar sir ரெண்டு பேரும் இருக்கு.
I invite Jaykumar sir on stage, please. Arun Kumar sir.
Arun Kumar sir இருக்கு. அவரும் உட்கார்ந்திருக்காங்க.
I invite Arun Kumar sir on stage, please. Ambika ma'am.
கார்த்திகா மேடம் போடு. கார்த்திகா மேடம்.
பேர் இல்லையா இல்ல?
அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் வந்து
Next, I invite Karthika ma'am on stage, please.
And Vinay Kumar. Vinay. Call Vinay.
And also Vinayan sir.
Gopakumar.
Gopakumar sir. Last.
Gopakumar sir. கூப்பிடு.
Gopakumar sir, also stage, please.
And friends வர சொல்லு. நம்ம யாரை கொடுக்கல வர சொல்லு. மௌன கொடுக்க வர சொல்லு. Sir. வாங்க ப்ளீஸ் someone come. அவங்க போன் பண்ணு போங்கடா. நீங்க பண்ணியாச்சுங்களா? ஓமா சார் வாங்க சார்.
We have now reached a special part of the day, the faculty felicitation, and we are done with that. Before we proceed further, we have a special moment where we express our gratitude to our esteemed faculty members over here on behalf of all the alumni. I would like to invite C.S. Rajesh to come forward and share a few words of appreciation on behalf of the alumni.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Good afternoon, esteemed members of the faculty, my dear friends, and everyone present in this august gathering. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our 25th year reunion. It feels just like yesterday that we walked through these halls as eager young students ready to embark on a journey of learning, discovery, and growth. And here we are, a quarter of a century later, looking back on those experiences that have shaped into who we are today. I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to the faculty members who have been the guiding light of our lives. Many of you have dedicated your careers to educating and mentoring students, and your impact has been profound and far-reaching. Our college, which began its journey in 1994, welcomed us as the batch of 1995-99 students. Some of us were a part of this journey as the very first batch of engineering students, computer science and production, I guess my friends would agree down there, while others were a part of the invaluable second batch. Regardless of the department, we all share a common bond, the invaluable lessons and values imparted to us by our gurus on the dais. To our esteemed faculty members, many of whom are present with us physically today, and many of them who are with us through their thoughts, blessing, and prayers, my heartfelt thanks for your unwavering dedication and commitment. You taught us more than just academic subjects. You instilled in us with the values of perseverance, integrity, and compassion. You encouraged us to think critically, to question the status quo, and to strive for excellence in everything that we do. These lessons have been instrumental in shaping up our careers and in our lives. You were there to celebrate our successes and to support us through our failures. You believed in us when we doubted ourselves. Your encouragement and guidance have been the foundation upon which we have built our careers, our goals, and our dreams. You have pushed us to challenge our limits, expand our horizons. Outside the classroom, you are our mentors and our role models, teaching us the importance of empathy, resilience, and community. The influence extends far beyond these walls. As we reflect on the past 25 years, we see how the lessons that we have learned here carried us through the various stages of our lives. Whether was it navigating the complexities of the corporate world, pursuing higher education, starting our own ventures, the values have been our guiding principles. I am forced to take a detour from my prepared speech which I wrote yesterday because I need to give an example here when we talk about a couple of these values, and one that comes to my mind is about patience and resilience here. I'm just giving an example, quoting one faculty member in the interest of time, and I'm very confident it applies to everybody on stage, every other faculty members, and I'm sure all my friends would agree here. I'm just giving my own example. The first 15 years in a corporate world, dealing with Fortune 500 clients, Fortune 100 clients later, helping them with their business challenges, really happy that you are changing the world, and more importantly, having this big fat ego. And then my journey transitioned into, like following a dream of going and doing a postdoctoral study. And I walk into these Monday meetings with my supervisors, like two different hats, like you are led big teams. There you are, like I have a half-page report with me, extremely happy about my accomplishments. And then in the next 15 minutes, with all respect, with all courtesy, being extremely polite, they used to give me 3 pages of feedback for half a page of my accomplishments, mostly written in red. And when I come out of the room 20 minutes later, my ego is literally crushed. It's put into a mixie. I feel like they have served, like a good milkshake to me, like having crushed my ego out there. And I open up my computer and I type this beautiful email, and I have done it a million times, trust me, in the first year. Thanks for this journey and thanks for the opportunity given to me. After much thoughts and consideration, I think I come to the conclusion this journey is not possibly for me. So I would honorably request your assistance to terminate my enrollment. And I'll be more than happy to take you around India sometime if you were to come there. Maybe in Coimbatore I can get you a nice South Indian meal. All's good with me, but I want to quit. I have done it a million times, but then before I just press the send button, I remember what Ramanathan sir used to always tell us as a whole, but then it's a life lesson for me. And that's the first couple of sentences I wrote in my doctoral acknowledgement. Sir always used to tell, that's all fine, like you have cribbed enough, like you have given me a million reasons, million excuses not to do. Now just think of one reason to do. So this is what I always think before pressing the send button. I think, okay, now tell me one reason why I should actually continue this endurance. It was a passion. And now the journey starts. Next week, again go to a Monday morning meeting, your ego all pumped up, half a page of accomplishments, 3 pages of feedback. You come back with your ego deflated. This cycle goes on and on and on. And I've cried so many days, with my family members, to myself, but at that point of time, this is one message which comes to me, he literally taught us that resilience and the value of patience and not to really be afraid to follow your dreams, so that really took me through. And I'm pretty sure here that each one of my friends would agree with me. They would have many such instances in their own lives. Some days are really good, some days are really bad, some days are really ugly, the world standing against you, but that some of those founding principles that has been inculcated as a part of our journey in this esteemed institution through our faculty members, those are lessons that would typically stay with us for the rest of our lives. It's been filled with memorable moments here, transformative experiences, late night study sessions, maybe the group projects that tested our patience, exams that tested our knowledge. We remember the excitement of our first internships. We were talking about the HAL internship in our final year. That's one of the best memories that I have still today, and the pride when we completed our final projects. So through all of these journey, right, the faculty members here on the dais and those who are here in our thoughts, their constant support and guidance and encouragement has seen the day through. You have taught us the importance of hard work and dedication. You have showed us that success is not solely measured by grades or accolades, by the impact we have on others and the world around us. You inspired us to be curious, to seek knowledge, and to never stop learning. These values have stayed with us and continue to guide us in our personal and professional lives. Your influence extends beyond the classroom. Many of us have found mentors among you, individuals who have provided us with invaluable advice, support throughout our careers. Your words of wisdom and encouragement have helped us to navigate these challenges of the real world and has given us the confidence to pursue our dreams. We are also extremely grateful for the sense of community you helped foster during our time here. The friendships we formed, the collaborations we undertook, and the shared experiences we enjoyed have created a strong network of support that continues to this day. I remember some of the most valuable friendship, it may be a handful I formed in my final years in this college. As we reconnect with old friends and reminiscence about those good times that we shared here, we are reminded of the solid foundation that you all helped us build. We are extremely grateful for the wisdom and the knowledge that you imparted to us, which has been the bedrock of our achievements. To our teachers, mentors, and guides, thank you for believing in us, for challenging us, for helping us grow into the individuals that we are today. Your impact on our lives is immeasurable, and we carry our lessons with us every day. In addition to the academic knowledge that you imparted, you have also given us a lot of valuable lessons that shaped our character and values. You taught us the power of empathy, encouraging us to understand and support those around us. As we look into the future, we are filled with hope and optimism, knowing that we have been well prepared for whatever lies ahead. The bond we share as alumni, strengthened by the common experience and values that we receive here, will continue to inspire and support us. Our college has also instilled in us a sense of social responsibility. Many of us have been inspired to give back to the society in various ways, maybe through volunteering, mentoring, or philanthropy. This sense of duty to make a positive impact on the world is a testament to your support and holistic education that we received here. Our professors not only taught to excel us in our professions, but also to be good citizens and empathetic human beings. Today, as we look around this gathering, we see diverse paths that all of us have taken here, but the common denominator being dedicated by this education and values that have been imparted by our faculty members here. As we celebrate this reunion, we also remember those who are no longer with us. Their contributions and the memories that we shared with them will continue to inspire us. We honor their legacy by carrying forward the values and knowledge that we all received together. In closing, on behalf of all my friends here, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all my faculty members. Your dedication and passion have made a lasting difference in our lives, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Here to the next 25 years and beyond as we continue to grow. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajesh, for beautifully articulating our appreciation for our esteemed faculty members. Your words have resonated deeply with all of us. So as we come to the close of this memorable reunion, I would like to invite Anandi from Jubilee Department, who is the lead product manager at Avon and Somerset Police, Bristol, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Wow. What an incredible and overwhelming day it is. As we come to the close of this wonderful 25th reunion in our college, it's my pleasure to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of all of us. First and foremost, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our alma mater. The foundation and the values we received from this esteemed institution that we gained here have been priceless, and they have played a crucial role in shaping our lives and careers. Thank you to our respected and beloved professors, administration, and staff, past and present, for your unwavering dedication to excellence in education. Thank you for all the professors who have traveled far and near and join us at the celebration. And thank you especially for Mr. Devarajan, sir, to join in the celebration after 10 years into the college. Thank you very much, sir. A special thanks goes to Vijay Narayan for the support in organizing the event in the college. He has been in touch for us with few months and providing us all the support that is needed. He has accommodated most of our last-minute requests as well, and all his meticulous details have helped in shaping this grand success. To all our speakers today, thank you for your inspiring words, stories, insights, and everything that you have shared today. It was wonderful to hear them, and we felt a rewind back into those golden days. To all of our friends who have traveled far from near and far to be here, your presence is what made this reunion truly special. It was really nostalgic to hear many stories and sharing all those golden memories. Thank you for taking time to reconnect and share those stories and celebrate the bond we all share. It has been fantastic catching up, remembering about the good olden days. It was a trip down to the memory lane. To current students, thank you for joining us in the celebration. Hopefully, we have inspired you good enough in your next steps. And lastly, and most importantly, a massive shout out to the reunion organizing team. From the ideas, to execution, everything is spot on. Your tireless efforts for last 2 years, attention to details, and sheer commitment has given us an opportunity that every one of us could relive and cherish our college memory. You gave us this day. We have about 90 friends who have joined to this reunion today. As we head back to our daily lives, let us keep the spirit of this reunion alive. Stay in touch, support one another, and look forward to the next time we all can be together. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Anandi. And as a token of gratitude and appreciation, we would like to felicitate Vijay Narayanan from our alumni coordinator for coordinating with us for the last 2 months, looking into every minute details of this event and for making this event a grand success. We invite Vijay. So Venkatesh is honoring Vijay. So let's have a quick group photo session department wise. May I invite the mechanical department alumni to come over to the stage? So please for 2 minutes. Yeah, the mechanical department alumni, please come over to the stage. We are running out of time. It would help if you come quickly. Staff, I request all the faculty members to remain seated for the group photo.
There, yeah, all the faculty can stay here and the students can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
One line can stand on top of the stage.
Yeah.
The whole thing goes in there. But we have to get the chairs down.
But now it is department wise now. So like only 15 to 20 students.
What about the full photo? I think one then a department.
The next would be the production department. I request all the production department alumni to be ready near the stage.
If you want, you can stand. Yeah, you can sit on that.
So whoever is fit, they can sit.
That's easier. எல்லாரும் ஃப்ரண்ட் வராங்க. அவ்வளோதான் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. அவ்வளோதான் முடிஞ்சிச்சு.
நான் இல்லை மெக்கானிக்கல்.
எப்படி ஓட்ட போறீங்க இந்த பைக்?
இல்லை பசங்க ஒரே மாதிரி இருப்பாங்களோ? ஓகே சொல்லுங்க.
அது எவ்வளோ வாங்கிட்டு வர சொன்னேன்? Okay, come on, introduction, come on. எல்லாம் தரத்திட்டு தான்